Loki, wanna have more gacha gambling? It's so useless to blast out my savings on the standard banner. So I refuse that. Yeah, no. Okay. But that looks very good. Like, we almost have... Wait, let me calculate. 60, 70, 80, like around 80 to 90 pulls in total. So whatever I want to get next does look good, I think. 3.1. An error has occurred. Walking through the mire. It's not until we're out of the city and back on the open road that I can finally breathe again. Things got hectic back there. We didn't even get to say a proper hello. It's been a while, Gaon. Seeing you there threw me off. So you're an awakened? Looking at Sol's face, I suddenly realized how much time I've lost. He looks older now, sharper, more grounded, not the same bright-eyed college student I remember. So you two already know each other. College friends, good ones, great to see him again, but let's save the reunion for later. Right now we need to explain what the hell happened. Under Colonel Song's orders, I took Gaon's meteorite shard sample and headed to the Dajon lab. But when I got there, the facility was almost completely destroyed. Destroyed? What happened? There's a powerful creature in that area. We call it the Snatcher. It hit the research facility hard, left the whole place in ruins. The Snatcher. There are 7 major creatures, currently active in Korea. They're intelligent, powerful, even skilled Espers struggle to face them. Remember when I first came to get you? With Leyden. That freak you ran into? He was one of the 7. Oh, wait. So that's not Leyden? Oh. Haha, well, fuck that. I was so convinced that's the same guy because, like, you know, his hair and everything. Oh, fuck. And I was questioning for, like, almost 3 chapters then. Why the fuck he would want to mate with Gaon if he has Ryu available? Okay, talking about embarrassing. Wow. I am so sorry for that. I think I fooled everyone who watched my streams as well. No, probably not. Probably they just think I'm stupid. I see. Just thinking about that hand crawling inside my shirt makes my skin crawl again. Oh well. There's something weird about the Snatcher though. The Snatcher is... yeah, hard to explain, but it's the lazy type. Never attacked humans directly like this before. They always stayed holed up in their nest. So what made him suddenly storm a research facility? That's exactly what I walked into. The facility tried to contact our unit in Setong immediately after the attack, but apparently the military never responded. And no one responded? You're saying our regiment didn't respond? What? Exactly, I have no idea if it was intentional or just interference caused by the creature. Either way, the lab couldn't reach you, so they reached out to us for help. Wait, us? Are you part of a group? You're sure you weren't frozen in time or something? There's a lot Gaon doesn't know about the current state of the world. He's clearly clueless. You will explain everything later, right? Guess it's time for the awkward introduction. Oh. Our soul here is the Guildmaster of Tail, the only non-Esper guild in Korea. Oh? Wait. Even though he's a guide? A guild? I thought Espers only served in the military. If that were true, I wouldn't be here. Pugmodon looks useful up and down, almost skeptically. Heard you were the one who saved Yosu from collapsing. Figured you'd be taller or more intimidating. Mujin, that's rude. People who judge others based on their appearance usually end up regretting it. But hey, they learn eventually. His words have an edge, but he keeps smiling. Mujin frowns, unsure whether he just got insulted. Anyways, we arrive at the lab as quickly as possible. We cleared out the remaining creatures and got the wounded out. That's when we ran into Sergeant Ju. Apparently the guild and military aren't at odds. At least not like the warring factions of New Tiger and Daybreak Dragon. Given the situation in Seoul, I figured bringing backup would be ideal. But since the lab couldn't reach our regiment, I made the call to ask Guildmaster Yu for help. It wasn't a bad deal. We had a few free hands and it never hurts to have a favor from the military. Our team's still cleaning things up back there. I owe you my life. I don't even know how to express my gratitude. And don't stress it. You get the friends and family discount. So now what? Wasn't the point of this whole trip to analyze his meteorite chart? If the lab's wrecked and we just out of luck? Are we just out of luck? Regardless, we need to see the place for ourselves. And the fact that we've had no contact with our own regiment is suspicious. Not everyone was wiped out. There are still surviving researchers. If the lab was important enough to risk all this for, then we at least need to figure out why. Everyone silently nods in agreement. The road ahead stretches long, but the wheels keep turning. We're heading for Daejeon. I love how this is like just some post-apocalyptic road trip. Like we always have a vehicle and we just collect people in that car. I wonder if we have a bus at some point with everyone driving along. Would be so funny. Oh, and what's that? Another fight! Yeah, okay, upon closer inspection, that guy and Layden do look different, but they could at least be brothers, okay? Like, please tell me it's not just me. Like, leave it down in the comments or whatever if anyone agrees with me or had the same mistake in mind. Because I'm feeling stupid. And I want to be validated. No, you don't. Everyone, I'm being bullied by Miu again. I thought she was the nice one here. Ah, victory! Next. Thank you. Next, next. Update y'all, Miu's trying to pull Nakyom still in the limited banner. And she just lost her 50-50 to Hangaon. I feel like we're a joke to that game. Like the one character I do not get. Because then you can have problems, that's what we're doing. Oh, because we'll get them anyways, right? Slay! And she now got him anyways because she put 100 pulls in that. Again. Wow, what's plot when we can fight? Oh, and there's the plot. Look, whenever I complain. The roads leading into the labs is littered with corpses. You okay? Well, I guess it's not like med school cadavers prepare you for this kind of thing. Not when it's real. He pats me on the back trying to help, but the nausea won't stop. I have studied anatomy, I've held scalpels, seen exposed organs, but none of that prepares me for this. In fact, it makes it worse. Because I recognize what I'm looking at, what part of the body that messes on the ground used to be. No survivors on that side. I'm not detecting any life signs at all. The guild did try to evacuate survivors, but... Hey, you holding up? God, you're such a wimp. You really think you can keep walking like that? No, we never think Hangaon can keep walking. Just carry him already. I'm fine. That's when another Esper approaches us. He's tall, sharp-eyed, with a cocky grin that doesn't quite hide how dangerous he looks. Oh. Oh, it's the Low Tide and Twilight boys! Let's go! One of the few manhwas I actually read at least partially, and I really liked him, so... Oh, this is fun. I love that I get all of my favorite characters so early in the game. His uniform matches Soul's, must be from the guild. Oh, slay. Well, Loco made it back. Didn't expect you to return from Soul so soon, Guildmaster. You really brought back a whole party, huh? His gaze sweeps across our group. The smile he wears is playful, but there's pressure behind it. So many important guests in such a crappy place. I feel underdressed. You have done well. This is your Taeju, one of our core espers in the guild. Taeju, what's the situation here? Sol redirects the flow with practiced ease. The tension lightens slightly. See for yourself. Researchers, espers, barely any left. It's a miracle if we find a body still in one piece. That snatcher or whatever just ripped through this place like a blender. Hell, what kind of wind slices people apart like that? According to Taeju, the snatcher appeared suddenly, unleashing a hell on the facility. With no contact from the military, the researchers held out as long as they could, waiting for help from the guild, but too many died in the meantime. Just past this road lies the ruined facility. Other guild members are working there now, clearing the wreckage. Yeah. Well, that's the situation. This guy's been wandering off all day. Oh, wow. I read him very different in my head when I read the manhwa, like voice-wise. The voice comes from a rough-looking man who suddenly yanks Taeju back. I can tell he's Taeju's partner. Wandering, please. I call it reconnaissance, or however you... Yeah, you know, if you're into them, read the manhwa. It's worth it. It's nice, it's good. I want to keep reading too when I'm in the mood. I think Miu just fell heads over heels for, what is his name? Ion, I think? Sure, with your sharp instincts, huh? All I see is you pacing around like you've got nothing better to do. Okay, Miu loves them. It's called working, Eon. Anyways, it's either this or spend the day babysitting you. Don't touch me! I said stop! Ah, seriously! God, I love them too. As the two bicker, I find myself staring blankly at the ground. A stiff arm lies twisted on the pavement, its skin pale and rigid. Shouldn't we at least bury them? Huh? You mean the dead? I know it's not ideal, but even if it's just a mass burial, it feels wrong to leave them like this. Gaon, this isn't the world we knew anymore. We had the luxury to do that back then, but now we're barely keeping ourselves alive. Dead people are dead. They are not coming back. Grieving them in our hearts, that's all we can afford. Doesn't matter if they rot here or 20 feet over, they're still dead. His words hit me like a slap. The Sol I remember was always kind. He volunteered constantly, always helping those in need. Guildmaster Yu's right. Right now we need to assess the lab, prioritize the living. What happened to everyone while I was asleep? The world has become a horror movie. Survival is what matters the most. Is empathy really so worthless now? And suddenly everyone is gay. But no one questions that part. I get what you're feeling, but seriously, look over there. Huh? I follow his gaze. In the distance a few creatures still linger, clumped together like roaches. Let's take care of that first, then we can check the lab. Mujin pats my shoulder, a rare gesture from him, before walking off ahead. Damn it, missed those. Huh? What happened to your sharp eyes? Whatever. Fine. Watch me clean house, you better be impressed. Sure, knock yourself out. Are they going to be okay? Are they strong? I ask without thinking. I don't want to watch anyone else fall. Teju's one of the best I've got. Even without powers, he'd be dangerous. With them, he's a monster. And Eon's hands? Lethal. Noah, go give them backup. Me? Oh, fine. Well, if I make it back in one piece, someone better kiss me. God, I love them. How the hell is he joking right now? As I watch the Aspers charge forward, I can only swallow hard. I'm sad we didn't get like any more spicy content on the main story so far. Not fair. Memory. After clearing the creatures blocking the path. We follow Yotaeju and Kim Eon to the research center, but what awaits us there is far worse than anything we saw before. I freeze, completely speechless, while I'm still trying to process it all. The others start talking around me. Oh, yeah, right. Like, their guiding story is located at the events of this, like, research facility crash. A man steps out to greet us. His uniform marks him as military. Sergeant Iyurim reporting. Colonel Song. You're still alive. Barely, but I made it. And so's the lab director. Guildmaster, you're back as well. But I thought the military wasn't responding. Why is there a soldier here? Oh, he is... Jusong Janots. Looks like you were already briefed on our arrival. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming all this way. I'm an Esper stationed here for base security. A few others are alive, but we were basically useless against something that big. Sergeant E. Urim's voice is hoarse, his eyes red from crying. He looks young, too young to have seen this much death. This way, please. The research wing took the least damage. The director's been waiting for you. So in short, we still don't know exactly why contact with the military failed. Correct. Why does it feel like this room is colder than the other one? Noah's whining to Sol about it, loud enough that I catch every word. We're gathered inside the director's room. Everyone's here to trade information and prepare for whatever's coming next. When the guildmaster called us in, we rushed over, only to find things already like this. At that time, I was guarding Director back. Only a few survivors made it through. Thankfully, the core research was backed up in multiple locations. Even so, rebuilding the facility will take time. Both Baek Jo-han and Song Ye-bin look like they wouldn't bleed even if stabbed. Their sharp tone cuts through the air, tightening the room with tension. As for the sample Colonel Song requested, a detailed analysis is difficult at this time. Baek Jo-han's eyes land on me. I instinctively sit straighter under his gaze. I'm referring to the fragment sample for Han Gaon's chest. So it can't be analyzed at all? Some proportions are observable, others speculative. Baek Jo-han looks around the room. Since all of you are deeply involved, I speak frankly, assuming this stays between us. The media fragment embedded in Mr. Han Gaon's chest is actively draining his life force. You shouldn't be alive, but the shard is keeping you that way. Barely. Yeah, I know about that. The main media that fell in Incheon, what we call the core. It shows signs of activity, like it's trying to pull the pieces back together. Over the years, it's been slowly pulling the pieces back, trying to regenerate itself. Which means, eventually, the core will try to pull the one inside you too. You're talking about the core like it's a living thing. It's not inaccurate. My hand moves to my chest before I can stop it. The lamp beneath my clothes pulses cold and solid. For your safety, we'll need to solve the connection between the core and the fragment inside you. Otherwise, it's only a matter of time before it absorbs you completely. Absorb? What the hell do you mean by that? Hangaun's ability is far too valuable to lose. We can't lose him. Wait, ability? You're an awakened? Jusong-jae glances at me, asking silently if he can say it. I nod quietly. He has the ability to reverse certain creature mutations, to heal the infected. What? That's actually possible? We have witnessed it firsthand, and he didn't deny it. We'll explore options while restoring the lab's systems. But in the end, we'll have to head to Incheon to settle it. We might have to destroy the core to serve its hold on the shard. Our next move is to neutralize the shard in Gaon's chest. We'll start developing an agent to suppress its effect. In the meantime, we need your help sweeping the area. Creatures are lurking nearby. My head pounds. There's too much to process, too much to accept. While I sit reeling, the others nod and quietly move out. Outside, the sound of battle stirs once more. After sweeping out the last of creatures, we finally return to the base. So much nasty stuff today, can't sleep. Maybe some water will help? Huh? Yes, I leaked the information carefully. Not everyone in that room can be trusted to keep things secure. Yes, strategically spread. Couldn't contain it. What the hell? That's one shady-ass call. For real. I swear, he said leaked it, hung up real fast when I kept listening. He actually said leaked it carefully? This is... Now that I think about it, it was weird. I mean, Colonel Song and I are sure we're military adjutants, but you? You're basically a civilian. Same with Mujin, Taeju and Eon, they're high-ranking in my guild, but they're not government operatives. And yet, he dropped stuff like your healing ability and they made your core like it was nothing. In front of everyone. This is weird. The lab director is known to be strict, borderline paranoid. That's what tipped me off. Thanks for telling me, I'll look into it. Wait, say that again, slowly. Right? It was the day before the attack. I've been stationed here for over 3 years and I've never seen that man before. He was going around, chatting with staff like he belonged. The director was in the middle of a critical experiment. He couldn't step out, so I didn't want to interfere. The guy was asking weird questions, stirring things up, and then the very next day the Snatcher attacked. What did he look like? Glasses, early 50s, maybe around 180 centimeter tall, but not bulky. Gave off this professor vibe. Honestly, I thought he might be a visiting researcher from Busan. You can guess the height that easily. Sergeant Lee was a journalist before he joined. When he gets a read on someone, it's usually not far off. You're too kind, sir. Anyways, he mentioned heading for Yosu soon. Oh, one more thing. He was wearing this robe-like outerwear. Looked like a modernized hanbok or something. Hold on. What did you just say? A few hours later at the temporary base. Let's piece it all together. Thanks to Ian, we have got confirmation that Baek Jo-han made a suspicious call. That two-faced bastard, that sneaky son of a... Noah clamps a hand over Mujin's mouth before the cursing can escalate into a full-scale rant. Once Mujin finally exhales through his nose, he growls out. It's him, I know it's him, Kang Yong-jo. Kang Yong-jo, the leader of Daybreak Dragon and Seoul region. We have always known he had his own agenda, but compared to New Tiger, he was tolerable. At least he helped keep Seoul in one piece, so the military left him alone. But you almost got killed by him, right, Mujin? And Gaon was hunted by him too, that's not a coincidence. But what's he doing here? Shouldn't he be in Seoul? Assuming Sergeant Lee's right, his visit was followed immediately by the Snatcher's assault. That's a connection we can't ignore. Didn't he say he was headed towards Yosu? Yosu glances over at Taeju, who's lounging with an arm around Eon. Taeju, could you leave this side to the junior guild members and head back to Yosu? If Kang Yong-jo's has already infiltrated the area, you and Eon are the only ones I trust to track him properly. If he is involved with creatures in any way, Yosu could be next. Man, ordering people around like it's nothing. Taeju grins lazily, but Sol meets him with a gentle smile and gestures towards Eon. I wouldn't ask just anyone, call it a request or maybe a deal? Track down Kang Yong-jo for me, and once this is over you two get a 10-day vacation. Do whatever you want with it, just don't go into detail. I don't need to hear about your nights with Eon. 10 days off? Oh hell yeah! Eon in. Hey, don't just speak for both of us. Then we'll formally request support from the Tail Guild from the Kang Yong-jo operation. Let's look at the bigger picture. If we connect the dots, everything we have been facing is part of a single web. The military's role is creature containment. If Kang Yong-jo poses a risk, we're obligated to eliminate him. If he's in Yosu, then Tail, being based there, has a stake in keeping the region secure. Mujin has a personal vendetta. Damn right. And Gaon, you may not directly involved in this, but if we don't solve the shard's issue, it'll kill you. Gaon, while not in his direct enemy, needs help surviving. He's got that meteor shard lodged in him. Everything Yeben said is true. I can barely defend myself now, let alone survive a trip into a hell zone like Incheon. How could I? You're dragging this out. What's the point? We work together. Everyone in this room cooperates for the time being. You all help us track Kang Yong-jo, and in return, Gaon offers his healing ability to assist the team. Once we're done, the military will escort Gaon safely to Incheon. And I have my own reasons for wanting to help Gaon. That healing power of his, I want to understand it. If he needs backup in Incheon, Tail Guild will provide it. Everyone's eyes turn on me. Not. We've been through a lot together. If we keep working as a team, maybe we can pull this off. If everyone's willing, I'll do my best to help. Great, then it's settled. Fine, I play nice until we get that bastard Kang Yong-jo. Now we can eat and sleep. I'm sick of seeing guts every day. What a cutie. Victory. Task Force. Okay, that was too fast. Songyebin and Yusol are still at it, arguing like there's no tomorrow. Apparently, in wartime, affiliation isn't optional. They say we can't just go around calling ourselves a group that travels together. It started with a debate, military or guild. After going in circles forever, they finally come to some kind of agreement. The Special Anomalies Investigation Team? That name's awful. It's official. The idea is that several organizations collaborated to gather exceptional talent. We told them we're a mobile unit investigating the creature outbreaks around the country. We're not under any guild or military command. To stay flexible, we're being registered as a temporary unit under a government agency. Then why? Why the hell is he the team leader? I mean, if anyone was going to lead this team, I just assumed it'd be Song Yebin. Wow, seriously? I wasn't even in the running? Come on, Gaon, I'm plenty qualified. Either of you would have made sense, I mean, yeah, anyway. I'll explain it all later. Just know it's for your safety, Han Gaon. Guildmaster, you agreed to this as well. I'll handle the logistics, don't worry. But I'm not even a combatant. Yeah, well, I'd rather take orders from you than him. So shut up and own it. By the way, where the hell is Sergeant Ju? I haven't seen him since yesterday. EJ. What? I didn't say anything wrong. I have nothing to do with that bastard's plans. I've already been dragged this far. Isn't that enough? Why won't you just let me go? Then where would you go? New Tigers might not be fully gone yet, but they'll see you as a traitor now. I honestly think staying with us is safer. If this is about some half-baked sense of duty, spare me. I don't need your guild. Then let me ask you this. Why do you really want to leave? What kind of question is that? Sometimes you hate something and that's it. You don't need a reason. You said it yourself. You feel sick whenever you see me, and you don't even know why. But then you said you dream about me, and that you get pissed when I hook up with someone else. Oh, they're cute! I'm not asking you to suddenly treat me like family. But ever since you were a kid, whenever something scared you, when you couldn't understand your own emotions, you got angry. So what if we stayed together, just long enough to figure out why I make you feel like this? If I've done something wrong, I'll apologize. All I'm asking is, let's give this one last shot. Why the hell would I? Because we're all that's left. Like it or not, we're the only family we have now. Ite, I don't want to spend the rest of my life regretting this. I want to try, just once. I want to do right by you. Fine, but I've got one condition. What is it? Get mad at me. Huh? Stop acting like nothing gets to you. Stop saying it's fine with that dead face. Feel something. What? That's my condition. If you want something from me, then speak honestly. Show me what you're really thinking. If you do that, I'll stay. For now. Damn. Okay, honestly, they did climb the ladder a bit. Because I think that was kind of cute. Like, I love the fact how everyone is like planning a secret operation. And we have like Mr. Super Stoic Ju Songjae over there. Just missing the whole important talk to have a lover's quarrel with his weird in-love half-brother. Like, I feel like in these whole 3.8 chapters, we basically didn't get any romance aside from that first, like, fucking around in the first part, you know? And, like, maybe the mention of some people being partners. And now that it's getting important and heated, they're just chilling there like, no, but I have always liked you, why don't you like me? And I like that. It's kinda cute. I like them. Yeah. So yeah, they surprised me. Maybe I will be more into them than I thought. Here we go. Also, I love that whole please get mad at me dynamic, because it's so hot when that other character that's usually not mad then actually gets angry. And I just hope we get that in the guiding stories. So I hope I will pull them someday. Because I didn't so far. Victory. Oh, that was the last one. You did well. After a wave of creatures tore through the research wing, things got messy fast. The labs are wrecked, equipment lies in pieces, and researchers dart between shattered consoles, struggling to regain control. I never expected this place to have a medical ward that runs like a full-scale hospital. As I walk through rows of groaning patients, I fall into my thoughts. I have just been using my powers blindly. I've never actually tested them, not properly. These people need help, real help. I need to know what I can actually do. I sit beside a patient burning up with fever on a cot in the hallway. Song Ye-bin stands behind me, the only one here watching in silence. He insisted on escorting me. Carefully, I reach out and take the patient's hand. His skin is burning hot. And then, light. A faint glow sparks at my fingertips. It spreads soft and warm, wrapping around his body like mist. His face relaxes almost instantly. The green hue of infection fades slowly from his skin. This patient hasn't been heavily infected. At this level, your power can completely reverse the infection. But I'll say it again, don't show this ability to just anyone. I know, I understand the risks. Even if I can tell this power is both incredible and dangerous, I still barely understand this world. If people find out what I can do, who knows what they'll try to do with me. It's real. That ability is. Yes, Senator. I have something to report. What a snitch. The team has been slammed with work these past few days. A new task force team means a mountain of paperwork, and the research institute needed all hands on deck. Yusol started calling in more members from his guild, Taeul. The military is still silent, so Song Ye-bin and Ju Song-jae are scrambling for information on their end. As for me, I stay in the emergency ward, treating patients non-stop. I use my ability, lean on what little medical knowledge I have. But I never even graduated from med school. I was just a student. On the third day, Yusol brings in someone he knows. Shiu, over there. Been a while, Guildmaster. I heard what happened. Gaon, meet Song-siu. He's not a member of Tail, but we've worked with him a lot. He's a healer. Thank you for coming. We're in desperate need of help. Shiu doesn't waste time. He assesses the patients, then gets to work fast, efficient, precise. He's got real medical training, but more than that, his ability itself is healing. It radiates from him. You were studying medicine, right? Have you had any field experience in trauma care? None at all. Honestly, I don't even know how to handle something like this. Then here's what we start. The most important thing is triage, categorizing patients by severity. You know the term? Yeah, it's where you sort patients by color code depending on how urgent their condition is, right? From there, he teaches me everything. Step by step, I absorb it all. And I start putting it into practice. It's messy, it's exhausting. But I keep doing, driven by nothing but the pain in people's faces and guilt. Maybe it's the lack of sleep, or maybe it's the weight of it all, but by dawn, I'm running on fumes. You should rest, seriously. I would, but this patient, Kim In-sok, his vitals are unstable. I feel like someone needs to stay and watch over him, just in case. Gaon, you're not alone here. We have got guild medics all over this place. Then I leave him in your hands. Thank you. Clear! Charging again! 200 joules! Clear! That sound tears me out of sleep like a bullet to the head. What's going on? It's him, the patient I was watching, Minzok. He's lying there, strapped to a defibrillator, convulsing with every shock. The world turns grayscale, every second feels like slow motion, then all at once too fast. 1, 2, 3. The medical team step back while shaking their heads. Someone calls the time of death. Kim In-sok is gone. I always knew I'd have to face this kind of moment someday. If I had stayed awake, if I hadn't given in for just one night, he might have lived. He could have. He died while I was sleeping. I let him die. Guilt crushes me like a weight I can't breathe under. I grab his hand and bow my head. Tears blur my vision and fall hot on my face. There are limits to what anyone can do. Song Chi-woo rests a hand on my shoulder. Doctor, healer, it doesn't matter. This kind of work is always a trial by fire. I don't mean physically, I mean the decisions, the responsibility. We decide who lives and who dies, who gets treated first. That's the burden we carry. But don't ever think you're supposed to save everyone. That's not your job. I know this hurts, but blaming yourself, that's arrogance, not kindness. Know your limits, understand what you can do and what you can't take on alone. I nod, swallowing my tears, my chest falls tight. Oi, come eat. Wait, why is he crying? Jiwoo calmly explains the situation. Woojins listens for a minute, just a minute, then grabs me by the wrist and yanks me away. Hey, where are we? The bedroom? You're going to sleep. You're overthinking again cause you're running on zero rest. Aww, he's such a cutie sometimes. He shoves me onto a bed and climbs in behind me, arms wrapping tight around my shoulders. He comes cuddle. What a man. It's ridiculous, but somehow it's comforting. I cry for a little longer, then finally I drift off to sleep.